How's the pond coming along, Mom?
Coming along nicely.
It's Mom Cam right here. This is the woman that birthed me, my mom. Hey, what's going on? It's me, Paul on Wheels. Every time I do a video, the wind blows hard. It's hard for you to understand what I'm saying, but I'm moving a little closer. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on this and share this video. If you are building a koi pond now, I want to know your experience. Well, in this video right here, we're gonna get an update from my contractor, what we did last week, some of the progress that we made. You can see it like in real time. It's gonna be real awesome. So sit back and enjoy. And I hope you like my mom in the beginning. I wanted to give a shout out to her as well. So check it out, let me know what you think. Edwin!
Pablito!
What's going on? How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Good to see you, good to see you. So Juan, what are we up to today, my friend?
So today, as you can see, we're stacking our boulder on the back wall, and at the same time we're stacking a little bit higher than normal because that's going to create a planter for us, so we can once we finish off the pond, then that's going to be our planter for our landscape plants and our speakers that are going to be added later on. So, and then we're going to stack our way into the biofall. So that's what we're doing today.
It seems like the weather is cooperating with you.
Yeah, the weather is actually perfect for what we need to do. So that's why we're gonna try to get as much as we can done of this stream. And then once we're done with this one, they'll move on to the other stream and get both spillways done today.
You know, I just saw how the spillway was gonna go to the stream. That is a beautiful view. When I saw it the other day, I was like, whoa, this is like awesome. Where'd you come up with the idea for that?
It just, you know, when I go, sometimes I go hiking or I go camping up in the mountains. It's like a disease. I go and look at the way that the rock formations are and the way the streams and how everything cascades. Of course, in the mountains, everything is natural. So when a rock dislodges or it lands where it lands, that's basically how it ends. So I try to mimic as much as I can that natural look as well. So we don't have it where it's man-made, where literally you start cutting rocks and start putting them in a specific position. I just, whatever rock selection I have, that's what I use, and I just move them around like a puzzle.
Well, it looks beautiful. I'll check back in with you later on.
Thank you, Paul.
So Juan, what did we just do here with the...
So right now what we're doing is we're attaching our liner to our biofall. So we use some silicone, put our liner to it, and then attach the screws to it. So our spillway, everything is all attached. So we made a water seal tight connection there.
Why is that so important to have a water seal tight and not just put it on any other way?
Well, because if for whatever reason you develop a slow leak in between the liner and the spillway, then eventually everything's going to erode, and then your water bill is going to, you know, be twice as high as normal, if not more.
Hey, so Juan, what are you doing down there?
So right now I'm installing the jets. These are the jets that are going to give us our circle motion in the pond to keep water moving so we don't have stagnant water throughout the pond.
And Juan, I noticed that you're making sure that those are like sealed, so maximum, I guess, jettage or something.
Yeah, so basically it's a 2-inch line and there's a ball valve in the back that controls the flow. And so depending on, once we get it running, then we'll start tweaking them out to the flow that we desire in the pond. So there's constantly circular motion in the pond. So,
now you blew me away yesterday, Juan, when you told me approximately how many gallons this pond is, and tell the world how many gallons approximately this is going to be.
so we're looking at the pond and it's roughly about 65 to 7,000 gallons of water in the pond. That's including in the stream, in our both biofalls, whatever is inside our plumbing, and in the main pond area. So where I'm standing, it's roughly about 6,500 gallons of water.
Wow. And roughly, what's the dimensions of our pond? If you
So
could just
roughly this pond is about 15 feet across by 25 feet in length.
Wow. I can go swimming in it if I want to, right?
Yes, you can. If you like swimming with fishes, then yeah.
The good swimming with fishes, right?
The
That's
good
a bad
swimming with
one.
fishes, correct. No pun intended.
Cool. And that's my buddy Edwin. ¿Cómo está?
Bien, Pablito.
Que tiene esa válvula que hay que escarbar ahí para poner tapadera, porque si no, no va a poder emparejar ahí.
Hot down there today, bro?
You know what? It's not bad. Only if we had the breeze we had yesterday, it would be perfect.
Yeah. It was
But the weather, it's about the same as yesterday. It's just that
the breeze.
breeze is not there. Para la tierra para acá y nada para acá frente.
Pero eso no hay mucha.
You pay attention to details really good. I'm like, because I never would have thought of putting those like things to cover the valves over there. Wow.
Yeah, no, that's something that over the years you figure. I mean, there's ways to go about it that you bypass stuff like that, but later on you pay the price if you don't do it right.
And Juan, I know we said it's 4 feet, but it looks a little deeper to me than 4 feet.
Well, I'm not 6 feet tall, so,
Alright.
so that's probably why it looks like it's but it's I think it's a little bit low. I think it's like 4'4", 4'6", something like that.
Yeah.
It's where our last measurement was. So yeah.
So you always deliver more, Juan. That's what I like about working with you.
That's our aim, is to make sure guaranteed you're gonna be satisfied with what we do.
Yeah, coming around looking really good. Now notice that white pipe down there, Juan. That's where our bog filter is going to be right now, right?
So right here, this large thing right here, it's called a backflow device. So as water builds up, it's gonna push up the pipe and it's gonna keep the level on that pipe. Whatever 4 feet is on the water, that's how high our water is gonna be. But it's also gonna keep the water in that line. Since they're self-priming pumps, we gotta make sure our water is consistent, so when the pump pulls water, it's drawing off of there in case it shuts down or whatever. So you're not trying to fill it with buckets and trying to figure out what's going on and fight it. So it's make sure it does that. And we're gonna have a secondary backflow device on that line too, as well as a preventative. And then same thing with the skimmer, there's also a backflow device inside the skimmer that's gonna keep our water in the line so it reaches the pump.
And that's so important, especially for self-priming pumps, right? Because if not, you burn your pump out.
Yeah, if not, yeah, you'll burn your pump, because if you fire it up and it doesn't prime, then you're trying to figure out what to do with it. And if you keep pushing water on the line and there's no backflow, you're just filling the pond with water and just running water, and it'll never prime. So we got to make sure we have an airtight vacuum in the system.
Thank you once again for tuning in, checking out our progress. I think I found out where I'm gonna get my fish from. A Japanese imported koi that I'm gonna get from a reputable place. I don't want to say the name now because I don't want to mess it up, but and a really awesome friend of mine. She has to be about 11, 10 years old. She's gonna help me name my koi, so I'm gonna try to get that on camera as well too. So do me a favor, stay safe, stay well. Remember, I love you guys to life. Look forward to sharing some more progress next week.